Hey, I apologize in advance if I'm a little bit hard to understand. I'm kind of battling a cold, but we'll manage. Something I've been thinking a lot about recently is Fromm's idea of if you love someone, then you love everything about that person, and therefore you pretty much love everything because you have to love all of the experiences and pretty much just basically everything about life that went into forming that person who you love, that person's like personality and whatnot. And that kind of plays into the whole idea that we talked about in class a couple times about the Buddhist idea of like nirvana and whatnot. And um sort of that maybe perhaps you could achieve this this state of mind if you can truly go through life and love every single thing that happens to you. Don't take anything negatively, just see it as what it is and as just an experience. And I was thinking a lot about this because, as some of you may know, I spent this past weekend filling in a hole where a windmill was supposed to go as a part of a punishment for a prank that I pulled. And as I was digging, it was about an 8-hour job total. And as I was digging, it was on Sunday. It was kind of starting to rain a little bit, and it wasn't really warm to begin with, but it started to rain, and I was thinking, well, gosh, how can I truly love this? This sucks. And then I started thinking about how filling in that hole, that so simple act of filling in the hole, um, might shape my personality from here on out. The fact that I filled in that hole, something that's going to stay with me for the rest of my life. And the reason why I had to fill in that hole will stay with me too. So maybe I could love it for that. Maybe I could see it as a growing experience, a learning experience. And then it started to rain a little bit harder, and I went back to my whole well, this sucks mentality. It is impossible to love this thing, and but then I just kept thinking, maybe this is kind of the universe or the cosmos or whatever, kind of really trying to drive that point home, really trying to teach me a lesson, like why, trying to teach me really why what I did was wrong and whatnot, and that I could really love that experience of filling a hole in the rain, um, because maybe it would teach me in the future to not be such a prankster, and just think back to, well, remember that experience you had with the fishing line at school, and I had to fill in a hole and it started raining and the dirt just turned into clay, and remember how awful that was. And that whole experience really went will go into shaping me as a person in the future and will no doubt influence the way I perceive future things or the decisions I make in the future. And so I really came to the conclusion, after it was all done, that yeah, I really could love this thing. I really could find something about that just grueling manual labor to really love. And I don't know, I think I came to a good place after I was finished. So yeah, that's that.